Same-sex marriage is a sensitive issue in the United States. It has many supporters as well as people who are opposed to it. Traditionally, marriage is defined as a religious and legal commitment between a man and a woman as an expression of their love. Homosexual relationships have been gaining acceptance in this country. However, they are not allowed to marry. Some states have considered using a new way of commitment by calling it a civil union. It is basically marriage without actually using the word marriage. Politicians have said that they are against same-sex marriage, but they believe that it should be left up to the state to decide. This may cause a problem because if a state makes it illegal, anyone is allowed to go there and marry and go back to their original state, and their marriage has to be official by law. After many battles on this matter, the question still remains: should same-sex couples legally marry? The main reason for people denying marriage to same-sex couples is the fact that all major religions believe that being a homosexual is a sin. However, according to the First Amendment of the Constitution, it states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or lack of religion. This means that the government cannot make the decision of making same-sex marriage illegal because it is considered a sin. If these same-sex couples do not have a religion, then they should not have to oblige by that law. A marriage by the church, which is in front of God, is different than same-sex couples being able to be married by law, which has nothing to do with God. If people insist on bringing religion into this topic, they should also look at the fact that Jesus said you shall not judge people, so you should not judge them for being homosexuals. Also, it states that you should love your neighbor, and in order for you to love your neighbor, you have to love him like you love God. The reasoning behind this is that we were all made in God's image. So if we love anything about God, then we love everything about men. My next point is that making same-sex marriage illegal is a form of discrimination. Denying same-sex marriage takes away from this group of people a very important human right. This is the right to marry the person that they love and to whom they have made a commitment to. This is unjust, to deny a person their right to love and to make their love legal. People every day battle against discrimination of people based on their race or ethnicity. People have fought against slavery and for minorities to be able to have the same rights and privileges as whites do. There are also feminists, people who fight for the rights of women to be treated equally as men are, and all of these are considered discrimination. So why should we be allowed to discriminate against same-sex couples, gays and lesbians, and not allow them to have the same rights as heterosexual couples do? Not allowing same-sex couples to marry is like making a law stating that whites and blacks are not allowed to marry. It is not the state's job to promote morality or opinion, but the rights of its citizens, and that is what same-sex couples deserve, to be able to have the same rights as everybody else does. Last but not least, as I learned in my ethics class, that everyone's rights are limited to when you interfere with another person's rights. And a same-sex couple is not interfering with anyone's rights or hurting society in any way. A marriage or a civil union is between two people. It does not extend beyond that. Marriage is a personal commitment that no one else has a voice in. People marry every day because they themselves choose to marry that person, and their marriage does not affect anyone else in the country. Society of the government should not be able to dictate that two people can and cannot do when it is not hurting anyone in the process. If you're against it, or the church is against it, or any group of people are against same-sex marriage, then they have the right to voice their opinion, but they do not have the right to limit someone else's. So if in the United States we take pride in saying that everyone has equal rights, and equal opportunities in everything, why are we limiting homosexuals from being able to express their eternal love to their partners? The only thing that should matter in marriage is love. People get married because they love each other, and it is the ultimate expression of love. It is a commitment that states how much they are in love and they want to spend the rest of their lives together, through thick and thin, for better or for worse, until death do us part. These facts do not change just because they are marrying someone of the same sex. So why does it matter that same-sex couples do not fit into the norm? At one point, it was not the norm for whites and minorities to be married, but now we see interracial couples everywhere. Some people still do not agree to it and do not see it as correct, but everyone is entitled to their opinion, and they cannot stop interracial couples from being married. Same-sex couples are making a commitment to each other just like every other heterosexual couple does. So gays and lesbians deserve the same dignity and respect as everyone else has.